Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido, and today we're coming here from Veilstone City where the Breakers are hosting the Lumiose Yellows, and as it starts to rain here in Veilstone thanks to that drizzle ability of Polytoad, let's have a look at this tail of the tape where for the Breakers they're sitting on the right side of the cut line to make it into Victory Road, but they only have one more game after this round as they've got that bye in the final round, and the Yellows, they're on the outside looking in as they want to make a return to Victory Road having missed out last season. But with all that said, let us know in the comments below who you think's going to win this matchup. Will it be the fighting types? Will it be the electric types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
But as we said, it is Polytoad who is the terrestrial draftee, starting out for the Veilstone Breakers alongside Toxicroak with that poison touch as well. But they are going up against a fellow fighting type in Pokémon who is alongside that Hisuian Electrode who is going to have that speed control for the Yellows, being the fastest Pokemon in the PokeType League. It is going with the Take Heart nice and early, so it is going to boost that special attack as well as that special defense here, and having full speed control, it is Pawmot following up with the Terra Blast onto the terrestrial draftee, getting in some chip damage onto Polytoad, but Toxicroak is going to respond by causing the uproar, taking it straight to Electrode here, starting to cause that uproar, and Polytoad does follow that up with the shift gear, putting it into high gear. They are going to boost that speed of theirs as well as boosting that physical attack here as they look to take the speed control for the Breakers, and that uproar is continuing, and Polytoad is successful going with the Infernal Parade on to Electrode, getting some minimal chip damage, but it gets that crucial burn that will do that passive damage and cut into that physical attack of Electrode, who responds with the Razor Shell on to Toxicroak, getting in some good damage. Pawmot follows up with the holdback. Now that is not a shiny Polytoad as sparkly as it looks right now. The uproar continues from Toxicroak onto that burn, handling Electrode here as it takes that passive damage, and the uproar continues from Toxicroak. It is Polytoad going with the alluring voice, that super effective connection onto Pawmot, but Electrode responds by going with the metal sound, not going on the offensive here. Instead it is going to lower that special defense a great deal of the terrestrial draftee, but Pawmot is going for the Darkest Lariat, getting some good damage with that not very effective move as well. But that uproar on to Electrode does put them into knockout range. They need to hold on from the burn, and they are successful, but they are such an easy target right now as Toxicroak has finally calmed down. Polytoad is going with the Lumina Crash to finish the job. Electrode has been eliminated from this match, but Pawmot has the opportunity to respond, going with the Bubble Beam here, capitalizing on the rain, getting in some great damage there onto Toxicroak, who does respond with the Shell Smash. They're going to cut into their defensive stats, but they are going to boost their speed and their offensive stats, including that 106 base physical attack, but they're looking to take full speed control for the Breakers in this contest with that speed boost here, and it is going to be the Yellows sending out Plusle into this matchup. Toxicroak with the speed control goes for the Toxic. They are going to badly poison their fellow fighting type in Pawmot. This is going to get progressively worse as time passes, but Polytoad following up as well with the Petal Blizzard, connects with everybody on the field, and they complete the huge play. They get the critical play with the one-hit wonder. They have taken Pawmot out of this matchup. They have taken Plusle out of this matchup, and the whole complexion of this contest has just changed as it does stop raining here in Veilstone. There are 3 Pokemon eliminated from the Yellows. It is Minun though entering alongside Dedenne, and Toxicroak is going for the Frenzy Plant, and they are going to connect with their own one-hit wonder. Minun has been taken down on the word go. The Leaf Blade from Polytoad, huge connection onto Dedenne, but Dedenne is going with the blind. They are going to be squeezing tightly around Polytoad here, and they are going to be taking that passive damage. But what has happened? The Breakers have just gone on a rampage, eliminating 4 members of the Yellows here, getting 2 one-hit wonders, but it is the Yellows sending out their own terrestrial draftee. It is going to be that Galarian Weezing taking on this electric typing, and they have been doing fantastic as a member of the Yellows, but they are going to need their best performance of the season to bring this all the way back against the Breakers, as it is Toxicroak having to recharge. Polytoad is going for the Mystical Power. They are taking it straight to Weezing, getting in some good damage here as well. And Politoed does boost their special attack in the process. Dedenne responding with the Luster Purge. This is going to be extremely effective, taking Toxicroak out of this match. The Yellows have gotten 1 on the board. They need the next 5 as Weezing tries for the endeavor, but unfortunately that is not going to work here on Politoed. But that bind is continuing to squeeze tightly around Politoed, putting them into knockout range as they are going to be joined by Hitmontop. Politoed is going for the substitute, but they will not have enough health to perform this, so that is going to fail, allowing Dedenne to go for the Dragon Claw, taking it straight to Hitmontop, getting some good damage. But Hitmontop here is going for the withdraw. They are going to boost their physical defenses in this contest as Weezing going for the Focus Blast, and they are fully focused on Hitmontop, getting some good damage considering those boosted defenses as well. But it is going to be Hitmontop chowing down on their Citrus Berry, immediately offsetting some of the damage from that Focus Blast, which may actually be a special move now that we think about it. But Politoed is barely hanging on from the bind here, but they are still in this matchup, going for the Heavy Slam. They did not target down Dedenne though. It's not very effective onto Weezing. Dedenne with the Earthquake very intelligently, because that Levitate, this will not affect Weezing, but they will take Politoed out of this match, also getting in some damage here onto Hitmontop, and that is a very physical move this time, as Hitmontop is responding with the Acrobatics, getting some chip damage onto Weezing with another not very effective move. Weezing is going to respond with the Mega Drain, immediately sapping that health from Hitmontop to restore some of their own energy in this match, but they've brought it back to a 4v2 contest, as it is Conkeldurr entering for the Breakers. Dedenne with speed control, setting up the Doom Desire, choosing Doom as the Destiny against the Breakers here. But Hitmontop responds with a Doom Desire of their own, and whose desire is more to win this contest between the Breakers and the Yellows, both wanting to make it into Victory Road. We get the Rock Smash from Weezing, putting Hitmontop into knockout range. Conkeldurr is responding though with the Poison Sting, getting some chip damage onto Weezing. Dedenne setting up now for the Solar Beam. They're absorbing the light on this turn, but the Breakers could take advantage to try and get them off the field. Hitmontop with the Flame Thrower, putting Weezing into knockout range, and they get that crucial burn onto Weezing as well. That passive damage is going to come into play. We did see this earlier on Electrode, as Weezing is getting pumped, chowing down on that Lancer Berry. They go with the Blast Burn, taking the burn straight back to Hitmontop to eliminate them from this match. But Conkeldurr with the opportunity to respond, going for the Parting Shot. They are going to go back to the bench, but not before they lower that physical attack and special attack of that Solar Beam, preparing Dedenne. And before Conkeldurr returns to the field, it is Poliwrath entering for the Breakers. Weezing holding on whilst they've got this burn, and there it is. Conkeldurr does return to the field, probably taking on some instructions, as they are the one taking the Solar Beam. The critical play from Dedenne, but they did not target down Poliwrath, who does go for the Heart Swap. It was crucial that Conkeldurr went back to the bench to allow that change. They have just switched stat changes between Dedenne and Poliwrath, and it is the X-Scissor that takes Dedenne out of this match after Weezing had to recharge. Conkeldurr did capitalize here, and Weezing is all by themselves in a 1v3 matchup. Conkeldurr taking the Doom Desire, though they have been eliminated from this match. 1v2 Weezing going head to head against Poliwrath, but it needs to hang on from the burn, and it does, but barely. It is such an easy target. It needs to go for the move of a lifetime, as it is Hitmonlee entering for the Breakers and immediately going for the Poison Gas, but there's already the burn on to Weezing. But Poliwrath, looking to do their part, goes for the Tri Attack. They are not waiting around. They take Weezing out of this matchup, and the Breakers continue their best showing in the later stages of this season, taking the win, starting out huge against the Yellows and holding on till the very end, even though Dedenne and Weezing tried to bring it back. And the Breakers, jumping all the way up to 6th place next round, are going up against the Lava Ridge player in their last game of the season, whereas for the Yellows in 14th place next round are going up against the Anna Star Galaxy. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.